Now it's obvious Abram's being a blessing was tied to him being in God's purpose for his life. He was only a great blessing because he followed God's great calling. Was there risk involved? Certainly there was. He left everything that was familiar to him. He left Ur of the Chaldees, which archaeologists have found that they had paved roads. They had two-story homes that people lived in. They had an underground sewage system. It was a center for world trade at the time, a very, very advanced. And he left it all. He left family, he left friends, he left everything he was familiar with. And he obeyed God. But when he got into God's purpose, suddenly the potential opened up for him to become the blessing that he became. Some people say, well, Pastor, I'm too old. Don't talk to me about that. Look at verse 4. So Abram departed as the Lord had spoken to him. Lot went with him, and Abram was 75 years old when he departed from Haran. You're not too old. It's never too old to obey God. It's never too late. You know, I know two men. They're both in heaven now. But when they were in their 60s, both of them felt the river of God's purpose pulling them into a new chapter and a new direction of ministry. And they both decided to pack up and move to completely different locations. And their friends told them both, you guys are crazy. You're too old to be doing this. You're in your 60s. What are you thinking? You're going to leave family and friends? That their colleagues in the denomination told them, you're out of your mind. You're too old to be doing this. I mean, you're settled. You've got things good. But both of them left. One of them moved to a completely different state and opened up shop, started a new phase of ministry. The other one moved to an entirely new country. And both of them, in the next 2 decades, had an impact and an influence that they had never experienced before. And both of them have had a measurable impact on world evangelism. Friend, today, if you hear his voice, don't harden your heart.